Okay, here's a fast, easy salad that's pretty tasty. Cucumber, tomato, and feta. You can put black olives in it. You can put capers in it if you want. Peel your cucumber, take the ends off, cut it in half, lengthwise. There are your seeds. Then just take a spoon and scrape the seeds out. I'm going to do it into the trash can here. Hopefully you can see that a little bit. And there you have your little hollowed out cucumber canoes. So you see that? Take all the seeds out of them. Now this is great knife practice because they're easy to cut. Do it just like you do with the carrots, but you can slice. And as you slide your fingers down as the guide, you see that you're getting your thickness about the same, right? So as you move your hands down, that's what lets you get the size right. Okay, there we go with the cucumbers. Put them in our bowl. This is something I wanted to mention too. Put a wet paper towel underneath your cutting board or a wet rag, and that will keep your cutting board from moving. So just put it under there and then it holds it in place. Now you take your cherry tomatoes, and I'll just do a few of these and then I'll put them in. These are kind of long ones. So I'm cutting them in half so they're not quite as big. There we go. We'll do these, then I'll dress it and then put I may add a few more in there at the end, but give you an idea. There we go, a few more. There we are. Get our tomatoes in there with the cucumbers. Alrighty. Now, clean that off a little bit. Scallions. So these are washed. Sometimes they've got nasty stuff on the outsides of them. You can just peel the very outside layer off, take the roots off. Same deal. Cut them up. You can see it doesn't have to be perfect. Nice thing about scallions, check this out. If you cut scallions on an angle like this, they give you this beauty shape, right? You see that? You can do that. That's nice. That always makes things look nice. Or you just chop them. Trying to get them in there. Okay, so there are scallions. Then we're going to add some feta cheese. So I got two kinds here to show you. One is, this is a crumbled cheese that's made for salads. So it already comes crumbled, and they put some stuff on it to keep it from all sticking together. I'm at the end of the batch on that, so I'm just going to pour all that in there. And then I have another kind that is a kind of a bigger piece of feta. So I'm just going to cut this up into pieces here like that. See that, right? Kind of into bite-sized pieces. And that's pretty much cheese going in with that amount of cucumber. I probably don't need all that, but I'm ready to use this piece up, so I'm going to go for it. Put it in there. Okay, now we need some dressing on this, right? So, let's see how this is looking here. So yeah, I'll probably add some more tomato to this. The one thing to remember when you salt cucumbers and tomatoes, both of them, you don't want too much salt here because the feta is kind of salty to start with. And when you salt tomatoes and or cucumbers, now pepper, it will make the water in them come out, and so it gets pretty liquidy. So just don't be worried if your salad ends up has a little water in the bottom. Now for this, I like to use distilled white vinegar, and this is just regular old cheap distilled white vinegar. There's nothing too fancy about it. Ratios are the same, about 1/3 vinegar, 2/3 oil, but I go light on the oil again. I like the vinegar, and so I just do a little bit of the oil, and then you mix it up there, and there's your salad. And you can add all kinds of things in here. You can add black olives in. Let's taste that. And the vinegar gives it a little of that kind of pickled taste. So you can add black olives if you like. You could add fresh thyme in there. You could have basil in there if you want. You know, play around with it and add in things as you like. And you could put you know, if you don't have cherry tomatoes, you can use a whole tomato and just dice it up. And remember again that it'll get really juicy if you do that. But that's a nice fresh salad, and that will keep, and you can make that the night before. Sometimes I make this in the evening with no dressing on it, and then I put dressing on it in the morning and bring it in for my lunch. All right?